Before we begin, I just want to say one small thing from the heart. If you enjoy videos like this, please support the channel by liking, subscribing, and sharing your thoughts in the comments. It may look like a tiny click to you, but for a creator, it means a lot. It helps the video reach more people, and it gives us the motivation to keep making honest, interesting, and well-researched content for you. Now, let's talk about Kylie Jenner. Kylie Jenner is one of the most famous women in the world. She has beauty, money, influence, millions of followers, and a name that can sell almost anything. But here is the strange part. Even with all of that power, many of her brands still feel lost. And that is where the real story begins. Imagine a child building a tower with blocks. First, they put one block here, then another block there, then suddenly they change their mind and start building something else. After a while, the tower does not look like a castle, a house, or anything clear. It is just a pile of blocks. That is what many people feel when they look at Kylie's recent brands. There is Kai, her fashion brand. Then there is Sprinter, which started as an alcohol drink and suddenly moved toward hydration powders. There was Kylie Swim, Kylie Baby, Kylie Skin, and many other ideas. Some came with excitement, but after a while, people started asking one big question. Does Kylie really love these products, or is she just selling whatever is popular? This question matters because customers are not foolish. People can feel the difference between a brand made with passion and a brand made only for money. When Kylie first launched Kai, the idea sounded interesting. The brand was supposed to bring designer-style clothing to everyday people at more affordable prices. It sounded like a bridge between luxury fashion and regular shoppers. But slowly, that bridge started to crack. The prices became higher. The designs felt confusing. One moment it was fur coats, then sweatpants, then basic tops, then heavy jeans. People could not understand what Kai was trying to be. Was it luxury, streetwear, everyday basics, a designer collaboration brand, a celebrity merch line? A strong brand needs a clear soul. Think about McDonald's, you know what it is. Think about Nike, you know what it stands for. Think about Apple, you understand the feeling. But with Kai, many people are still asking, what exactly is this? Then came the rebrand. Kylie wiped the brand's Instagram clean and introduced a new direction inspired by Lowe's Angels. She talked about pieces being designed and made in LA, hand-finished details, denim, studs, stones, and a more personal feeling. At first, that sounds nice. Made in LA sounds special. Hand-done details sound luxurious. Personal to me sounds emotional. But then people saw the products and the prices. And the internet did what the internet always does. It reacted loudly. People saw basic tank tops, t-shirts, studded jeans, belts, hoodies, and heavy-looking pieces. Some felt the designs looked old, not in a cool vintage way, but in a found at the back of a mall store years ago kind of way. The biggest shock was the pricing. An $80 tank top, a very expensive t-shirt, jeans costing hundreds of dollars, a belt that made people stare at the screen twice. And the problem was not only that the prices were high. Luxury brands can have high prices. Designer items can be expensive. The problem was that many people did not feel the emotional value matched the price. When people pay more, they want to feel something. They want quality, they want a story, they want craftsmanship, they want uniqueness. They want to believe the item is worth it. But many customers looked at the collection and felt, this does not feel special enough for this price. That is dangerous for any brand. Because once people stop believing in the value, even fame cannot save the product. Another issue people noticed was sizing. Kai seemed to offer plus sizes, but many shoppers and creators said those sizes appeared sold out almost immediately. This made people wonder, were there really enough plus-size items available, or were they only listed to make the brand look inclusive? This is a serious point. Inclusivity is not just about putting sizes on a website. Inclusivity means actually making enough pieces for different body types. It means caring about those customers, not using them as decoration for good publicity. For many plus-size shoppers, this is not just a fashion issue. It is personal. They are tired of brands saying, "We see you," but then not actually making clothes for them. They are tired of being invited to the party but finding no chair when they arrive. And that is why people felt disappointed. Then there was another layer, Kylie herself. People look at Kylie as a fashion inspiration. They remember her earlier style eras. They remember bold looks, strong outfits, and trends that people wanted to copy. So when she launches a clothing brand, people expect something exciting. But many viewers felt the Kai pieces did not fully match the stylish image Kylie is known for. That creates confusion. If Kylie has access to the best stylists, the best designers, the best fabrics, and the biggest fashion world connections, why does the brand still feel unfinished? That is the question many people are asking. And maybe the answer is simple. A famous face can bring attention, but attention is not the same as trust. A celebrity can make people look once, but the product has to make them come back. That brings us to Sprinter. Sprinter started as a ready-to-drink vodka soda brand, but the market was already full of similar drinks. Many celebrities and companies were already trying to sell canned alcohol, so Sprinter did not feel very different. Then, instead of building that idea slowly and strongly, Kylie moved the brand into a totally different direction: hydration and electrolyte mixes. Now, change is not always bad. Brands can evolve, but this change felt strange to many people. Alcohol one day, skin hydration powder the next. That is a big jump. It is like opening a pizza shop and then suddenly saying, "Actually, we sell toothpaste now." People were confused because the brand identity did not feel natural. It felt like Kylie saw another trend and decided to enter that space too. And this is the bigger problem. Kylie's brands often seem to chase trends instead of building meaning. Skincare is popular, launch skincare. Baby products are popular, launch baby products. Fashion is popular, launch clothing. Alcohol drinks are popular, launch drinks. Electrolytes are popular, launch hydration powders. But customers want more than a product. They want a reason to care. The most powerful brands are built like stories. They have a beginning, a purpose, a personality, and a promise. Kylie Cosmetics worked because it had a story. The lip kits connected directly to Kylie's image. People associated her with lips, beauty, makeup, and glam. It made sense. The product and the person matched. That is why it felt believable. But many later brands did not have that same strong connection. That is why people keep saying Kylie needs focus. She does not need 10 random brands. She needs 1 or 2 strong ones that feel real. Because in business, doing too much can make people feel nothing. Imagine a teacher giving a child 10 books at once and saying, "Read all of these right now." The child will feel overwhelmed. But if the teacher gives one great story, the child can enjoy it. That is what happens with customers too. If a celebrity keeps launching brand after brand, people stop feeling excited. They start feeling tired. The audience begins to think, "Here we go again. Another product, another launch, another expensive item." That is not the reaction a brand wants. A brand should make people feel curious, excited, and connected, not exhausted. Now, to be fair, Kylie is not the only celebrity doing this. Many famous people launch brands because they already have attention. But attention is like a flashlight. It can shine on something, but it cannot make that thing good. The product still has to stand on its own. And today's customers are smarter than ever. They read reviews. They compare prices. They notice quality. They notice when a brand copies trends. They notice when something feels rushed. Most importantly, they notice when a brand has no heart. And that is the key word here, heart. People do not only buy clothes, they buy confidence. People do not only buy makeup, they buy beauty dreams. People do not only buy drinks, they buy lifestyle. People do not only buy products, they buy feelings. So when a product feels cold, empty, or made only for profit, people pull away. Kylie still has a huge opportunity. She has influence that many business owners can only dream of. She has a massive platform. She has fashion connections. She has money to hire talented people. She can create something amazing. But she has to slow down and ask important questions. Who is this brand for? What problem does it solve? Why should people trust it? What makes it different? Would I use this even if my name was not on it? Would customers love this without my fame attached? Those questions can save a brand. Because the truth is, a logo is not enough. A famous name is not enough. A pretty photo shoot is not enough. A brand needs consistency. It needs honesty. It needs quality. It needs purpose. Right now, many people feel Kylie's brands are missing that clear purpose. Kai wants to be personal, luxury, LA-made, basic, bold, and everyday all at once. Sprinter wants to be alcohol and wellness. Other ventures have also struggled to feel deeply connected to Kylie's real life. That is why the audience is confused. And confused customers usually do not become loyal customers. They may buy once out of curiosity, but they do not stay. That is the difference between hype and legacy. Hype is loud for a moment. Legacy lasts for years. Kylie already proved she can create hype, but now the question is whether she can create something lasting. The Kylie brand may be her attempt to do that. Maybe she wants to make the brand more serious. Maybe she wants to move away from random drops and build a full wardrobe. Maybe this is her way of saying, I want this to matter. But intention is not enough. The audience needs to see it in the product. They need better pricing logic. They need stronger designs. They need real size inclusivity. They need a clearer brand identity. They need proof that this is not just another short-lived celebrity project. Because once trust is damaged, rebuilding it takes time. And Kylie's audience is not just rich LA girls. Many of her followers are ordinary people. They have bills, they have families, they have jobs, some are students. Some are struggling with groceries, rent, and daily life. So when they see a basic top for a high price, it can feel out of touch. That does not mean Kylie has to make everything cheap, but she does need to understand how her audience feels. A brand can be expensive and still respectful, but it must offer real value. At the end of the day, this story is bigger than Kylie Jenner. It is about modern celebrity brands. It is about how fame can open the door, but it cannot keep people inside the room. Customers want honesty now. They want brands that care. They want products that make sense. They want quality they can feel. They want messages that match actions. And if a brand claims to be inclusive, it must actually include people. If a brand claims to be affordable, it must respect the customer's wallet. If a brand claims to be personal, it must feel connected to the person behind it. Kylie has the power to fix this, but first, she has to choose direction over distraction. Because when everything is a business opportunity, nothing feels special. So what do you think? Is Kylie simply experimenting until she finds the right path, or are people right to call these brands cash grabs? Can Kai become a strong fashion brand, or will it end up like another forgotten celebrity launch? And does Sprinter move from alcohol to hydration make sense, or does it prove the brand never had a clear identity? Share your thoughts in the comments, because I really want to know your opinion. And if you found this video interesting, please like it, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications. Your support helps us keep making honest stories like this in a simple, clear, and entertaining way. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.